best thing it's harming. All the try them, I try their hard. Send some angel, we come protect me. See the wicked, them, I come the Lord. Like a mighty army surround me. So wrap your arms around me, Lord. Wrap your arms around me, Lord. Nothing can kill purpose.
Let me run to the phone line. Kevin Heath. Hello? Hello, Kevin? Hello? Hi, Kevin, you're hearing me? Hello? All right, he's going to have to call me back. I'm not hearing anything on the line. Kevin, are you there?
Everybody know you serve Jesus. You serve Jesus. You serve Jesus.
I love this one. I love this one. I'm going to play it again for you.
Hey.
Hey, Kevin. How are you?
I am blessed.
Well, welcome to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. And I'm seeing a lot of hearts going up on my Facebook Live. So it simply tells me that, a star was born, and a star is on the line with me, a star for Jesus, a man who loves God, a man who has a story to share, and we are going to be doing that in record time this evening. Don't go anywhere.
Like a mighty army surround me. So wrap your arms around me, Lord. Wrap your arms around me, Lord. Don't be no afraid, I'm not giving no afraid of no guy. Afraid of no devil, me no afraid of no spy. Afraid of no powder, me not tell no lie. He no afraid of no guy, me shoot to both that. Who me just in the power of the Almighty. He want the gold and great in.
That's the voice of Kevin Heath. So Kevin, how are you?
I'm giving thanks and praise to the Most High God who was here for this time and this moment.
All right. I'm very, very pleased that you are able to join me here on Linkage Radio 104.5, 101.7, and of course, broadcasting on 88.9, 97.7, and 90.1. I know that you're in another location, so it makes things a little easier, I believe. And I just want you to bless up my audience before we start talking.
Okay, I just want to say shout out to each and every person who take the time out to listen this evening to Lady D station. It's a privilege for me to be here. God bless you all and thank you for the opportunity again.
All right. I have to say very special thanks to Carolyn because Carolyn referred you to me. And here we are having the discussion. So thank you, Carolyn. And to those of you who are tuning in live, you may also share it on your pages. And we will get a chance to blast him a little more from this platform called Inside the Zone. Kevin, share about your background for me. Where are you from?
I'm originated from St. Elizabeth. I'm 36 from my post, Whitehall, near quarters. Yeah, I'm from that area.
Okay, are you an only child?
No, I'm the first 3 other siblings with me, all boys.
What? Okay.
Yes, no sisters.
No sisters. Oh my goodness.
No sisters.
Well, that's all right. I'm sure you have a lot of women who have come into your life and they're like sisters to you. So that's fine.
Yes, they do.
Oh
They
my
do.
goodness.
Yes.
You sent me quite a few of your tracks and I love them all. Granted, it's not the first I was hearing about you.
Okay.
But now I've learned quite a bit more because I got your bio and we've been talking, on and off, prepping for this interview. So I think I know you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, 7:36 p.m. Welcome to Artiste Zone, ladies and gentlemen. My guest this evening, Kevin Heath. You are from Yard, Jamaica, as they say, and you have a story to share. So how I'd like us to approach this interview this evening, which I mentioned to you prior to now, You've given me a little bit about your family. I want you to share your experiences because you have a wealth of experience. Some not so good, some you have come out of, and you have a testimony. So in very condensed version, I'd like you to share your testimony with us, and then we'll talk about your music and where you're going.
Okay. In 1989 to 1990, I'm trying my very best to summarize it, to God be the glory.
Yes.
God have to bring us through a lot of stuff to have us refined at the end. God look at the end result, So what happened is that, a broken relationship has caused a division between my mother and my father. God rest my father. Rest in peace. He has passed 2007.
Okay.
And it was a very rough time to grow up into a broken home, a home of abuse, and it is very rough, and we end up going on the street because of the broken relationship happening in the house, so we have to take the street for it,
Oh.
The mother gone, my mother has left without we acknowledge that she was not there, and I think she was running for rescue based on what took place. But it hurt us very bad, and we'd have to sleep on the roadside or sleep in St. Elizabeth, we'll call the houses would make on the hill. So we call those areas the cellar, that they would put like the coal in those days. You use coal and anything that they're not using, but it has value, you would put it under there and close it. Those are the areas that me and my brother and my other brother would have slept until the morning. It was very rough. I spent a few years back and forth from aunt's house to aunt's house, and it never worked out. Sometimes I have to be on the street. It take us several years moving from aunt's house and also on the street, where we would have to most of the time I would have to take the rubbish bin for my meal. I would look into the rubbish bin, look beside it, and you can reputable people who maybe eat and put into the rubbish bin, and then I will eat from that.
Okay.
Right.
Very painful early memories, Kevin. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is very, here I'm talking, I'm so nervous about it every time I talk about it, because I didn't know that I would make it this far. And as I said, my testimonies are very long.
Yes.
So I have to keep summarizing the amount. 80% of my life is testimony.
Yes.
So 80% of my life is trial and tribulation. 80%. So that's why I'm trying my very best to see if I can summarize it with the time that we have.
Yes.
Yes. So it was a rough childhood coming up, and it took me a couple of years to see back my mother. So I joined back with my mother when I was about 23 years old. 23.
That's a long time.
I joined. Very from I was maybe about 12. And about 9, 10, 11 in those areas, I haven't seen her until I was 23.
What was the reunion like?
I had unforgiveness in my heart, to tell you the truth.
Yes.
I believe that I hated her. I tell you the truth. I grew with it. Yes, I love my father, but I hated my mother at that time.
Okay.
And it took a son that I have known here from above to really let it fully go. I started to love her, but it took a little time, like 10%. Yes. But we're okay now. I met her on my birthday, my 39th birthday, January 10th. That was my second year. It was my second time hugging my mother in 30 years. Oh God. I felt so different to get that mother hug. It's something undescribable. That I've been married almost 14 years. I haven't get that type of hug, and I have get a lot of hug from many other people around the world.
Yes.
But I never get a hug like that. And we're having tomb building for my father and other relatives, and I have to pull back my mother and say, wow, could you just hug me another time? And my mother started to cry, my mother started to cry, and her tears felt like blood. It would have smelled like blood, and that is where exactly this year, Father God, I totally let everything go, and I could look in my mother's eyes and said, I love you very much, because she didn't know better, and I started to realize that this journey, this rubbish bit, this rejection that I felt growing up, it pushed me to suicide. It pushed me to put a rope around my neck. I jumped from the tree, and the limb came down with me, and it caused a problem with the police because they wanted to lock me up because of that thing.
Okay.
You understand?
But God spared you. God spared you, Kevin. He didn't want that to happen because he knew he had a purpose for your life.
Yeah, you see, God knows that he has a purpose, but I did not know.
Right.
And that's where the problem is. I did not know why I'm going through all of this. I was questioning, where God, if you exist, where are you? Because I am going through all of this and I don't see you. But God was right here with me. I couldn't see him, I couldn't understand, because I was in rejection. Rejection is one of the most biggest things, Lady D, that is affecting the nation, affecting our relationship. When you're feeling rejected, rejection causes you to behave a certain way. Now, what are some of the behaviors? Lie, anger, steal, murder. Well, you can name it. All of those things I have to fight against inside battles that I have to fight with.
Demons,
so I did not get the chance to be brought up into a school the way how I wanted it to be.
Right.
But I was an A1 student, but I didn't get the opportunity to excel the way how I wanted to excel in my academical achievement.
So thank God you're here, and we are all touched, those of us who are listening. We are touched. We are touched. Let's fast forward. You're now married?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I've been married for the past 14 years coming this March. And I have two lovely boys, Roy and Taju.
Yes.
And my wife is Tamara Heath. Excellent woman. And we have been together for 18 years. At the time when I met her, I didn't have any money, so I would have to wait till I have a little money before I could get a marriage.
Right.
I didn't have the money when I just met her. I would have been married for the past 17 years.
Yes. But very quickly, what was it like when you met her? Because you were going through so many things. How were you able to build that kind of relationship?
All right. I went in Spanish Town at Bishop Edward's church. I go to that church in Spanish Town, Lighthouse Assembly. And when I walked into the church, I saw something on the wall that the starting point of worship is to forgive. I said, wow.
That was for you.
Yeah. So that is what took draw me attention to start to forgive just about everybody that hurt me.
Yes.
And also ask everybody to forgive me for hurting them as well. And I'm still saying it, if I hurt anybody throughout the world and they are listening right now, Kevin Heath is extended. You know what I mean? That I'm very sorry for all the hurt and pain that I'm
You're removing the offense. Yes. So she's there with you and you have your children, so God is good. And I know we don't have enough time to really get into the meat of... I know. Yeah, we'll have to do a part 2. But let's talk about, how did you transition into your career as a gospel recording artist and such a powerful man?
To God be the glory, I was living in the Cayman Islands, and it started in 2012. I won the 2012 Gospel Festival in the Cayman Islands. I met Dwayne and Clifford Henry, and Clifford Henry was the person who brought me to the producer of Dwayne Youth. But when they saw me, I feel, the night when I feel, they discover something about me. I sing off track. I did not remember the song. I was backsliding for so much time backslide out of church.
Yes.
And coming back, people never take me serious at the time. And so the guy didn't want to call me up for me, so he gave me one verse and a chorus to sing. So I sing the song, and they were at the concert. And they said that we hear something in his voice.
Yeah.
And they took me to the studio, and Clifford and Henry, wherever you are in the world, I know that in the States, God bless you, and doing new guys in the Cayman Islands, God bless you as well. And they were the two persons who helped me out. So in 2013, I become Artist of the Year in the Cayman Islands, and also Song of the Year in the Cayman Islands.
Yes.
And yes, and in 2014, I went to Jamaica and do Fun in the Sun was my first ever time. Oh my goodness, I can't even talk how it was for me to go in front of that huge crowd. And trust me, the reception was extraordinary, and people saw the gifting inside of me from there, you know, Tommy Cowan and me, Tommy Cowan and Miss Colin Davis, with thumbs up to those individuals. They have been supporting me, you know what I mean, give me that platform to go on that, for people to see this talent. And at that time, I came back up, and then I met Kevin Dunwell and Carl Gibson, and we were having a show. I was on the show as well in the Cayman Islands, and then Carl Gibson introduced me to Jeremy and Edward. And then that's where my life really get a big turnaround. And I went to Jeremy, and Jeremy recorded all of these songs that you hear, this great song. It's from Island Worship Production.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, he put in magic on it, he put in effort and everything on it, and I respect him until he's dead with what he has done for me. So Jeremy took me, and I actually took me in as well. I lived with Jeremy for the past 2.5 years and mentor me in a lot of areas.
Well, you see how it is. You see how it is, though, Kevin. God knows what we need, and He knows the people who we need to be connected to in order for us to go to that next level. So, you know, in all of what you have gone through, our hearts are touched, mine broke, because just listening to you, but somehow it builds that kind of resilience in you, right? You know your God, you know the past you've had, you know how to stand in His word, on His promises, knowing that, because you're the kind of person, you know, who could say, come what may.
Oh yes,
right?
for sure.
You're like the